pressure testing gas lines for leaks should exclude flexible connectors during main system tests and instead test them separately when installed on appliances to ensure accurate results and safety. When pressure testing gas lines for leaks, first isolate the main piping by capping or blind-flanging flex connectors at the appliance end so the test volume matches the code-required sections. This prevents false failures caused by appliance fittings and internal regulator leaks. Use a calibrated pressure gauge and a pump rated for gas testing and record both rise and decay over the required hold time, typically 10 to 30 minutes depending on the jurisdiction and test pressure, to calculate millibar or inch of water column loss accurately. Apply a soap and water solution or an approved electronic leak detector only after the pressure test confirms steady pressure. Never rely on soapy bubbles alone for buried or concealed joints. For flex connectors specifically, remove or cap them during the main system test. Then perform a separate low-pressure test on each connector once it is attached to the appliance and its regulator is isolated or set to closed. Flex connectors often have different material tolerances and connection types that change leak characteristics. Document test pressures, start and end times, ambient temperature, and the operator name in the job record, because temperature swings and trapped air can mimic leaks and records support dispute resolution. If you encounter a pressure decay, section off the line using upstream and downstream isolation valves and perform a binary elimination process. Test halves until you find the failing segment. Then inspect joints, fittings, and thread sealant application. Tape wrap direction matters. Replace suspect flex connectors older than 15 years or those with kinks, corrosion, or evidence of heating, and always retest after replacement. Follow local code for test media, air, nitrogen, or inert gas when required. And never use flammable gas for pressure testing. One of the biggest mistakes is including flexible connectors in the main pressure test, which can give false positives because appliance regulators or internal appliance components can leak. Fix this by capping or removing flex connectors and testing them separately at low pressure when installed. One of the next common issues is relying only on visual bubble testing for buried or concealed joints, which misses very small leaks. Fix this by using calibrated gauges, appropriate hold times, and an electronic leak detector or tracer gas for low permeability systems. One of the third frequent errors is poor documentation and not accounting for temperature effects that cause pressure changes during the hold time. Fix this by recording ambient conditions, using temperature-compensated calculations if needed, and repeating tests when conditions vary. BigHomeProjects.com lists vetted local contractors and provides a searchable directory so homeowners can find licensed gas fitters who follow correct pressure testing practices. The site also helps contractors get work by letting them showcase certifications, past projects, and verified reviews for plumbing and gas line services.